Okay, this is my three sister system for 2015, starting to laying down the irrigation system of it. These are practically pipes that I have made holes in them, then joining them with the duct tape. It doesn't matter if this is not really completely sealed, because that actually serves my purpose. I want irrigation, some water leaking will be nice in a way actually. So about a foot of the trunk, just join them, cutting at an angle, then joining them by this duct tape. Again, leaking is not a big problem here. So I'll put also one of those bottles, half bottle cut at that, and then that's it. We're ready. I dig them, of course, into the ground, bury them. So in this way, the plants, the roots of them will receive the water, and the soil will remain dry practically. Slugs and other pests will be discouraged. At the same time, the weeds will be also discouraged, so we will not have such problems. And yeah, 2015 three sister system. I mean, of course you know what it is. Three sister system is planting sweet corn. Along sweet corn will provide, as they say, it's original American Native Americans system. Sweet corn will provide stock for the beans, runner beans or any French bean or any beans to climb on. At the same time, the canopy of the pumpkins and the squashes and the courgettes will suppress the weeds, because it gives them a shadow, provides a shadow. And then that's called three sister system. I do sometimes add another sister to that, called the sunflower. Sunflower I will add also. Last year I added it was really beautiful. And yeah, we will see how it is. So practically I will irrigate all the soil underwater, hopefully. Here and there just remains something. I may add a few bits here, just a pipe to here, just a pipe to there. I may not even bother for that, because practically they will receive the water. The roots will go really far. Easily can get the underlying structure of the soil will be moist, so the roots will search for that water definitely. So that is 2015 three sister system irrigation. Okay, three sister system is now under construction in this beautiful sunset. As you see, I'm spreading 2 inches of the compost that I'm extracting from my own compost heap. I just sieve them. That's the plastics and the bindweed. Surprisingly, they are similar together. They go to the same. And yeah, that's the three sisters. I may add some of these wigwams. Instead of one, I put two between these others. So modifications gradually. We will see how it is going. Little robin is the best friend of the farmers. And allotment cheers. I'm spreading the compost. The fresh compost attracted robin. day with Robin in the allotment. The day after this one. Okay, this is the three sister system for this year, and because I have now put 2 inches of the compost here, is ready. The bed is ready. It was last year my potato bed. This year I've decided to also not only use the beans on the big wigwams. This year probably I will try some peas also. I will put a network of strings around here. So in total I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wigwams here. So these will be for the runner beans, French climbing beans, which I bought from the Real Seed catalog, some of the tall, also tall peas, which I bought again from Real Seed catalog, and they are ready almost. So in the middle I will put the sweet corns and the courgettes and the pumpkins, and also in the between also. So God willing we will have a crop of 3 systems. I have some sunflowers also, seedlings ready, so I can plant them also. So we will have a good beautiful area with some crop we can use or eat. We can eat and give it to our friends also. So that will be for 2015, God willing. That's the way it is now. The tracks you see on the screen are midgets. Beautiful sky, one day after storm. Okay, this is the way I do my wigwams. Being interested in science and living on it. What I am doing is creating a kind of a spiral shaped by the twine, like a DNA molecule, the structure, the model of a DNA. So I have 6 poles. I start tying twine to one side, gradually spiraling up. Then starting from the 3rd one again. First one tied, second one left on its own, 3rd one tied again, twine, and then spiraling upward. Then starting from the that's the 5th one. I start again, and the twine coming up. That's the resulting structure, and that will be for my climbing bean, runner beans, and hopefully this year I will start to do it for the tall peas. I don't like dwarfing peas anymore. I'm fed up with them. They're too fiddly. The crop is not big enough. I want tall variety, old heirloom varieties. So I got it from the seed catalog, Real Seed catalog. Last year I got it. It was a little bit too late for that. So this year I'm starting hopefully at the right time of the year. And looking forward to tall peas on the wigwam. That's the experience on its own. Experiment. So that's it. 3 sister system with 10 wigwams, and the center will be sweet peas and sweet corns and the courgettes and the pumpkins. Courgette will be at the margin and the pumpkins will be at the middle, that they don't need any fiddling with, but courgette needs to be harvested, so I have to put them in the margins between the wigwams. So I will have some space for doing this, and that's what is going to be done in this beautiful, lovely day I've got. Oh, look at that. And the garden is shining. Look at that orchard. And the happy polytunnel, thanks God. Lado allotment, people are bringing out their seedlings to what we call as climatizing them, to let them get used to this lovely, beautiful, warm, sunny day in the Monday bank holiday after Easter Sunday. That's beautiful. Life in Allotment. This is my 3-sister system, or actually 5-sister system. Sun came briefly, so I just thought that is a good time to actually take a picture and make a video. As you see, these are the plants. A little rain makes a big difference. The plants absorb the moisture immediately, so the soil is dry. Also the wind was blowing, so it helped also the moisture to be absorbed better. What is successional planting? Okay, succession means, of course, one after another. So in this case, I'm using an example of a sweet corn to show how it is. This is a patch of the sweet corn, is a block of sweet corn that I planted in the May after the frost passed, 15th of May or something like that. And it was after the frost passed. They were already sown in the 1 month before that, in the April. And okay, this will be the first one which give me any crop. As you see, the top part is yellow, the tassels is out, and practically this is ready in 2-3 weeks time probably to harvest, depending on the weather, of course. But that's not the only batch I did. This was the first batch. The second batch I did was here. Okay, this is the second batch. As you see, the top part is green, the tassels are not out, so practically this is later than that. I planted this one about 1 month after that one. And these ones are having the same age. This is the third batch of the sweet corn that I planted. This was after all that, probably about 2 months after the first one. It took a little bit longer to take over, but eventually they're reaching there. As you see, the tassels are green. Individual cobs are gradually forming somewhere around here. The side ones, the first cob is there. You see that here at the center. So this is the third batch. First batch was there, second batch was there. This is the third batch. Third batch and the first batch, you see they're almost at the same level. So they will give me a continuation of the crop because second batch was a smaller number. This third batch will give me a little bit more plenty, more bounty crop. But that's not the only one. This is the fourth batch I planted, about 2.5 months after that, or 3 months after that. And you see now they are doing well. They will give me probably in September, October some crop. But that's not the only one. This is the fourth batch I planted. They look quite smallish now. In October, November probably, if the autumn is good and warm, it will give me a crop, hopefully. So I will have a continuation of crop from August to September and October, probably even November, some crop. That is called succession. I planted several varieties of the corn, sweet corn this season. And this one that you are seeing here, they are called lark. And as you see, it's already have some tassels on the corn itself. And yeah, the pollinating parts are already full of pollinating stamina or whatever you call it. So that top part will drop the pollens, which will pollinate on this. And every one of this is connected to one of the seeds of the sweet corn inside. That was one of those parts that we eat, the cob. You will see how they will do. Jeremy Corbyn has an allotment, and in an interview with a newspaper, he was saying that this year maize has done really good. Maize is corn, or you may know it as sweet corn also if it is one of those sweet varieties. And I can agree with that. We had the first harvest from this first batch. Then we had a second harvest from this batch. Then we are now going to harvest this batch. Today is of course Saturday 26th of October, September 2015. And after that I will harvest this batch. So totally agree with our politician, Mr. Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party, that this year was a fantastic year for the maize. You can see it for yourself. We rely on earth. Jeremy Corbyn is a decent man, one of us. You can trust him. Sweet corns are gradually getting ready. Look at the tassels, the change in color, they were green. And look at the silks in the center of the picture. They are turning completely to brown. So when they're brown, completed, they maybe are ready to eat. So what I will do, I will remove some of those husks around them, just to open and see how it is. Probably in 1 week time. At the moment, the silk is brown, the tassels are almost a straw yellow, and this is my first batch, so ready for harvest probably in 1 week. I will start to harvest gradually because I don't want, like last year, squirrels have it first. And look what I have found. I'm seeing somewhere here something like a pumpkin. Yeah, there. Pumpkins are everywhere now, even near the top of the sweet corns. Of course I have them here also. And that is best way actually, when they're hanging, they don't get damaged by anything, they don't get deformed by laying on the ground, but under their own weight to be deformed. So probably that's the nicest thing. Let them go over the wigwams. I saw it in the Walmer Castle, and after that I just let the pumpkins also go over the wigwams. This one has grown so much since the last time I filmed it. It's almost now touching the ground. Yeah, just 2 inches above the ground. And there is a neighbor of it just there, beyond. Looking good. Okay, today is the 22nd of July. And I see that the sweet corns are getting ready. Some of them are a little bit mutant, like this one, but I will harvest it before the squirrels get it. So I will try with this one first. Okay, as you see, this is ready, so it's beautiful. I will harvest it. Okay. I will not try to do over harvesting because that way I cannot eat them. I will take whatever I think that schools may get it sooner than me, so we are in competition in a way. I take this one next now. Oh, I harvested this one. I harvested this little one, mutants, and I harvested another one which I have not opened yet, but I will try to open it with one hand. And as you see, it's perfect. It's lovely. I will do another one and then I will call it a day for the harvest of the sweet corn 2016. Okay, I had another mutant and I harvested it because they are open. If I leave it, rats and vermins and the squirrels will be encouraged to come and take it first. So not bad. Two, I will call these ones as a half. So two good ones and some of these, two of this, which is a one or half. We beat the squirrels this year. Last year, half of our sweet corns were plundered by the squirrels before we can reach them. The other half we could save. Half of it plundered, it means that they were nibbled. They were not completely gone, so you could not do anything with it, probably just feed it to the chickens. But this year, we were clever. Squirrels could only get 4 or 5. So I realized it and I just went and cut all the grown-up ones. So every night we are now having a few of these sweet corns as our dinner. This one was attached to. These ones were attached to two of these as a baby twin. So they were not completely developed. You can use them, but yet as a salad. They taste exactly like sweet corn. They are sweet corn anyway, but they're soft and just eat the whole part. Everything can be eaten. Of course, not the silk or the leaves, just the cob itself. These are really good. These are the variety I think is lark. Lark is the variety that I heard from the lady called Bunty. She has a website called Bunty's Blog. She had previously all her videos on YouTube. She removed it now on Vimeo. You can watch. Very informative. I will make a video about that, how it is. Anyway, that's from here. Yeah, this is the bag of the sweet corns that we have. We have already eaten 1 week about probably about 10, 12 of these are already eaten. So this is is a Hessian sack. Every night I come and just pick a few and we eat until it finishes. Then Hessian sack hopefully will be used for the potatoes. And there are yet, I have another 2 more batches coming, and also a few of the little ones on this sweet corn are left just to grow a little bit, and we can pick them again. Nothing for the squirrels, because they are baby yet, those ones. Aren't we clever? Squirrels are more clever because they started to eat before us, but anyway, we beat them this year. Sorry. Okay, now I mentioned Jeremy Corbyn. Saying that sweet corns or maize have done really well this year. I get hungry and developed a craving for sweet corn. And yeah, I'm going now to harvest one of our. Surprise, there is another one beside it which may grow to something. I'll keep that one. Okay, not a bad size. I'll harvest another one. So, one here, one there. Let me just see how they are. I will stop the camera, open the maize or sweet corn, see how it is. Okay, I've now opened the sweet corns. It's very early yet, so, but nothing can be too early for my hunger. So I'm going to have them tonight. I could leave them for 2 weeks, I think. Probably that will be the best option. Yeah. Until the tassels go completely brown. Nothing can stop a hungry man. This is the dinner for tonight. Tonight is the 10th of the November 2015. The point I want to mention now is that, look, this is the 10th of November. And yet, this is the sweet corn from the allotment. This one is right now, today I harvested it. This is the older one. Of course, we had it in the freezer. We kept it. It's an earlier crop from the earlier batch. This is the last batch of the sweet corn that I have yet in the allotment. It's not as full as this other one, but it's not empty. The seeds are in different stage of ripeness. And that is amazing. This is an amazing year for sweet corn. As Jeremy Corbyn has told, sweet corn has done really well. 2015 looks a lot warmer actually. Have lots of rain, and rain, we know that when you have rain, our rain is mostly coming from the West Africa and Caribbean. It means it is coming with a heat source, which is a Gulf Stream. It's vapor. The vapor comes from the heat, and everything brushes against the British Isle, and then we will have warm weather. It's not the snow, means it's liquid. And okay, this is yogurt, by the way. Yogurt with, we call it Duke, or here you call it iron also. It's the 29th of the November, and can you believe it? I have yet some sweet corn. This was amazing year for sweet corn, as Jeremy Corbyn told also. And I'm harvesting a few of them. Well, I was cleaning actually the land, so I found a few. Outside is a little bit dry or frostbitten like this one. But inside, look what it is. And this is perfect for feeding to the chickens, enrich their daily life, so they just peck on something, they have something to eat, and it's not easy meal, they have to work on it just to have the seeds. So that's for the chickens. I hope today, after 2 days, we came and take a look here in the allotment, and look what we saw. All the sweet corns have been damaged. Somebody has photographed the badger in this area, and this doesn't look like the damage by the squirrels or rats. They just come and eat the actual cob, sweet corn cob. But now this is done here. The hole is here. I will show you. Now I will go there. I will show you. And this is the hole that the badger, I think, has dug to access.
That's big enough for a person to get in.
Even a person.
I think someone's been in there and robbed you.
Really? But they have eaten all the cobs, sweet corns, all been eaten there. Why a person might eat it there right away? They can take it away. They don't need to eat raw.
Must be. Can't see any sign of any claws. You need to patch that bit up. You need to do that.
I will do it now. Badger is at the loose, and this is our potato patch. It has not yet done anything to this potato patch, but I have seen that he has dug up some of our potato seeds that I planted in early August. So just to be safe, I'm just lifting our potatoes in this part. This is around the time, this is 3rd of the September, Saturday, and yeah, they will not do any more than this, and it's the time to lift them. I will start it now, and I will continue. Just dug up this patch, one plant only, and this is the result of it. So one plant giving me about, yeah, I think this is about 2 kilos of potatoes. We can hear it, we have seen it actually. And this badger is hungry, is looking for food. People say it's a very big badger. It has damaged the property. has grown in size and the spread of the degrees.